Hi guys, and today I'm playing BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend on my PS Vita as part of PS Vita Fighting Games Month on my channel. Now, this is obviously part of the BlazBlue series. I don't have a huge amount of experience in this series. The first game I played in it was BlazBlue Continuum Shift on the PSP, and then this was pretty much the second game I played. There was BlazBlue Continuum Shift Extend on the Vita, which came out in 2013 or 2012, I believe. Which I've got, but I never actually got around to playing it. This was the newer of the games, so Continuum Shift came out after, Chrono Phantasma came out after Continuum Shift. And so when I'm getting really confused between all the names. When Chrono Phantasma Extend came out in the Vita, that was the one, this one was the one that I played. And this is a really, really impressive fighting game. There is so much to do in this game. So, from a graphics, gameplay, audio perspective, everything is just awesome. The character models look amazing. It feels really good to play. The sound, the music is really good. It's pretty much fully voice acted in terms of the story mode, and I'll talk a bit more about the story mode soon. But I really enjoyed this game. I really, really like it and can't recommend it enough. I'm not sure whether Continuum Shift is kind of better or particularly different anyway, but from Chrono Phantasma perspective, it's great. Can't recommend it enough. So in terms of the fighting, it's one-on-one, kind of Street Fighter style. Now you may have seen from the previous match that I had, and hopefully I'll be able to show you on the screen as well. Um, it seems like I'm pretty good in terms of being able to pull off combos and special moves. Now, that's not the case. When you choose your character, you can choose two different settings. There's technical or stylish. If you choose technical, then basically you're kind of playing an unassisted, easier version. If you play stylish, then it auto guards for you, and it kind of strings combos along much easier, and kind of it like automatically triggers special moves at times. So I know that this is kind of easy mode almost, and it does make the game significantly easier. But I just actually quite enjoy it. So I'm not super good at this game. When I started playing again last couple of days, playing on technical, I really did struggle. I found it pretty difficult to pull off all the moves, and the game was pretty tough. But actually playing it on stylish, it's just more fun. You just feel more like a badass because you're suddenly doing like 20 hit combos. And like pulling off like special moves very, very easily. So I find it a little bit more fun from that perspective. But if you kind of get deeper into the game, then you've got the technical option as well, which will obviously kind of challenge you a bit more. So right now I'm playing on arcade mode, and so as part of arcade mode, you've got kind of story scenes like this one, which is on the screen right now, that play out as you're going through the 8 characters in story mode. Now there's a lot in this game. So arcade mode is basically taking each character, and you have like kind of a story mode and ending for each character that you unlock as you play the game and beat all the opponents. And you have to fight 8 opponents. So you can see there, like I'm putting up some pretty cool combos. But there's also a lot more modes in this. So let me leave this and show you what else there is in this game. Load times can be a little bit long, by the way. Not always, but we can see on screen right now how long it's going to take. It's probably about 20 seconds or so to load, kind of leaving like arcade mode, going to main menu, which just feels a little bit long at times. So if I go back to what you can see here on the main menu, there's a few different options at the top of the screen, and each one has kind of a drop down in terms of what modes that are available. So the first one is practice. So you've got kind of a training mode, you've got tutorials, and you've got challenges for each character to kind of get you used to how to play with them and how to pull off their special moves. Then you've got a whole section here called Story. Now, you need to download a free update, not an update, but a free DLC from the Vita store that gives you story mode. It's more than 2 gigs actually. And what you've got here is basically like a whole visual novel story mode that explains the backstory, and it's fully voiced as well. So you've got kind of voiced scenes, giving you kind of the background on the different characters and kind of how they got there. And it's so, you know, you've got the kind of Chrono Phantasma story here, but then you've also got kind of extend story, extend gag. You've got a lot of different stories here. Now, in terms of this game, similar criticism that I've had for Under Night In-Birth, you know, the gameplay is brilliant, but from the story perspective, it's so convoluted. I really just could not get into it. There was just so much going on, so many different characters, and so many like motivations. I tried sort of following some of these, you know, started with episode 1 and 2, and honestly, I just couldn't get into it. There's also a couple of other modes when it comes to the story section. One which is called Goodbye Miss Leachy, I think it was something like that, which is supposed to be the background for all of the BlazBlue. Oh, Teach Me More Miss Leachy, which is supposed to be the background for the general BlazBlue universe. Now, again, I just couldn't get into it. It was kind of funny at times. It's more humorous, but just I think I'm joining this story quite far on. You know, in terms of BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend, and so I think I just could not actually get into the story. Now, you know, battle is the main section that you'll be using. Obviously, this is where you're actually playing the game. So arcade mode, like I mentioned, that was kind of choosing a character. There's 28 characters to choose from. Take them through 8 stages to eventually kind of beat the final boss, and you unlock their ending. Versus mode against the computer. Ad hoc, if you've got someone near you with a Vita and this game, you can play them. Abyss mode is really cool, so let me show you more about that in a minute. Score attack mode, so choosing fighting the computer to higher score. Unlimited Mars mode is again kind of fighting the computer, trying to get a high network score. Highlander assault mode, I'm going to show you guys this one as well because it's really crazy. So other options you've got network mode. I did try to connect online to see if anyone's there. It seemed to connect, but you know, I didn't find a game mode, which is not that unsurprising. Replay theater, so you can watch all the kind of videos you unlock, all the endings or intro for the game as well. Gallery mode, you can unlock kind of new stages, you can unlock new character designs or colors, and so when you play the game, you earn like coins or CP, I think it was the currency, and you can use that to unlock more things in gallery mode, which is quite cool. It's always nice to have something like that. And then the last section is just kind of options. So let me go back a little bit to the battle menu so I can show you guys some of this. So Abyss mode is really cool. This is a mode where you basically take on kind of waves of enemies, and the characters that you use, you kind of grow in strength. So actually, firstly, before I do that, each character has their own essentially Abyss mode. So right now, for a lot of these characters, you know, there's nothing completed. But if I go to Terumi, then you know, I've cleared level 1. Now, if you press the left shoulder button, you can change between technical and stylish. So I'm going to stick with stylish because that's just easier for me. So if you go to Terumi, so I've cleared level 1 with him, and let me change color. I like his red and black color. There we go. And so when you clear a stage, and when you actually beat some certain characters, you can actually upgrade your stats. So you can get like an increase in attack or defense. So what you can see on the right is I've got 2 for attack, 2 for defense, 1 for, I can't remember, and 2 for speed. And so, you know, you carry forward those improvements. So for the next sort of dungeon or abyss that I go into, I then carry forward those stats. And so it's quite cool because it's almost like an RPG, improving your stats to then go and take the next kind of dungeon on the waves of characters, which is pretty cool. So actually, I thought this mode is really cool. This is a really, really good concept. Oh wow, she's got plus 15 on attack, plus 50 on defense. Okay, let's see how I do. This mode is a little bit different. I don't know how to explain this, so maybe we'll get a chance to show you guys, where you're fighting a character, and then when you're close to winning, your match gets interrupted, and you have a new challenger that comes in to almost kind of interrupt what you have to fight. And when you have that new challenger, you then actually could potentially gain an increase in stats. So not every battle will let you have an increase in stats at the end of it, but certain battles will. And specifically, it seems to happen whenever I have a new challenger coming in. Now your health does carry forward. There we go. Here comes a new challenger. Your health does carry forward between rounds, which makes this mode pretty tough at times to then try and survive all the way through. So this new challenger, you can see he's got 35 health, and I think it was said 60 defense. So pretty tough actually. I mean, I cleared level 1 Abyss Dungeon 1 probably about a couple of hours ago, so I should have probably done number 2 rather than jumping to number 5. But let's just see how it goes. You can see though, guys, from the screen, the graphics are just awesome. The character animations look great. There's a really nice variety of all the characters as well in terms of their styles, their looks. I just really think this game is awesome. It's very impressive. I haven't played it since 2015. I only started playing it again a couple of days ago so I could do this video. And I'm just kind of still blown away by how good it was. I'd forgotten how really good it is. So let me show you guys Highlander Assault mode. So this is basically where you're taking on a very tough boss. So you may have seen my video on Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and my main complaint there was how cheap and how annoying Galactus was to fight. So this game, this mode, has basically got a boss very similar to Galactus, taking up the whole screen, very difficult to hit, and even when I hit him, he doesn't seem to take damage. So let's jump in. Let me show you guys what he's like. Very difficult, very frustrating boss battle. And I'm definitely doing something wrong. I haven't tried looking up a guide or anything to see how I'm supposed to be doing this. But this guy just destroys me every time I play. So let's see if I do a little bit better while I'm sharing my screen with you guys. It's hard to even get close to him. He seems to attack, do these kind of ranged attacks. But see, look, I'm hitting him, but it's not actually seeming to register as any on his health bar at all. I had one match where I played earlier today. I just couldn't even get close to him. He just kept on whacking me and pushing me back. So okay, at least I've got close to him. That's something. Wasted my special as well. Where is he? I think he's got to the other side of the screen. That hasn't happened before to me. Okay, there we go. Oh! Uh-oh. Is he going to do special? Even though I'm hitting him, nothing is actually damaging on his health bar. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat him. Wow, okay. Got a sliver of health left. And I'm dead. He's really tough, guys. Don't know how you're supposed to beat this guy. Maybe I'll look it up sometime. But I'm just like I said, I'm really impressed with this game, guys. I think between arcade mode and abyss mode, you've got some really great content in terms of the actual fighting game and gameplay. If you manage to have anyone else with the game near you, you could play ad hoc or even network. And if you're really into it, they've got the story mode as well. Like I said, I'm not really into the kind of BlazBlue lore and the story, but it's all there if that's something you guys are interested in. This is a very kind of packed game in terms of content, which is awesome. And I think, one of the best fighting games on the Vita. So guys, that is BlazBlue Chrono Phantasma Extend. Let me know in the comments, have you guys played it? What did you think of it? And Fighting Game Month continues on my channel, so please check out my previous videos and come back for more. Thank you for watching.